Houston, we have a problem. His new boat's taking on water.
I wanted to clean the inside of it.
He wanted to clean it, but he's taking on water in the river right now.
It's not supposed to do this, is it?
I mean, it won't sink, but it sure as hell will take on water.
Oh, it's taking on some water, all right.
Holy fuck.
No, that's not good.
Faster! It's not like going down,
Yep.
which is crazy. You're going to be Jack Sparrow sinking as you touch onto the dock. Yeah, it's not moving very well right now with 800 pounds of water in your raft.
Why would you slow down?
Because we're pretty much bottomed out. He's sinking!
I'm only ankle deep in water right now. I think it's actually shallower outside.
It is.
Watch out for the boat.
His boat's taking on water at a furious pace. And we're not sure. It could be user error on how you set them up.
I do have an extra plug floating around, so let's hope it was that.
Jump, Nappy, jump.
I'm pretty much non-stop paddling. Ah, Jesus.
You might want to pull your boat to shore, Nick, before it sinks out here.
All right. I feel like the floats feel like they didn't take on water, so I wonder.
No, I don't. It's something with your floor area, so it could very well be an issue with how you put it together. I'm not sure.
I guess we'll find out here shortly. What do you think?
Did you throw the instructions away?
I didn't get any instructions.
Well, you found out why he was selling it.
I asked him, I'm like, does it leak? And he's like, absolutely not.
Well, you might want to message him. Because it was leaking at a furious rate. This island was the best one to camp on because the other one had all of about 6 inches of land above water.
Sounds about right. You find a place for your hammock?
Yeah, it's already set up.
Oh, good. Chimney tent?
Nope. I don't have to snuggle up with you. Nappy, he's so happy. Look. Right. Here's camp. Virginia Dredge Camp. There's the hammock. Back in the woods. The Taj Mahal. The little tent. Nick has his pop-up tent to try that he just bought. Mark's gonna fall out of a tree because he really wants this tree for firewood. This is always good.
It's hard.
Good sycamore. Well, hey, how about this, Nick? Mark forgot his beer. What type of travesty is that, right?
Hey, Nick, buddy, how you doing? I know, right?
Maybe it's good you didn't try and row up here.
Yeah, I know, right? Uh-oh. I get about halfway and all you...
Be careful.
You think that's gonna spring?
It shouldn't. I don't see anything that looks like it really would.
It's gonna spring a little bit at least.
It might, if it hits that log right though, it's coming down at your feet. You know what I mean? If it slides down.
So what should I get on this?
It might be a tad safer. I don't think it's gonna break where you're trying to stand. But yeah, be careful with how that's gonna come down at your feet. Jump on that log and just jump up and down a little bit. It'll probably break.
See what happens. What if I just do that down here? Make sure you put the saw on your teeth too while you're at it.
Perfect.
You poked a hole in my boat. You owe me a new boat.
There's all our firewood now. Perfect.
This pillow, I'll be fine now.
So here's the reason why Nick's boat was leaking. The entire floor ripped out on the front, which is very unfortunate. We're not sure why, because he said it was intact before. It is not intact anymore. That's why he couldn't bail fast enough to keep water out of it.
Probably had a little bit to do with it at least.
But that should be fixable with probably PVC, cement, or glue. But yeah, that sucks. I'd be pissed at that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till I get reception. I know where he lives too.
That sucks. What are you doing, Nabby? Well, we're trying to punch second hole today. First hole didn't have anything really. Actually, the first hole had more than this hole.
Yeah. What was it, like 2.5 flakes?
I wonder if it's coming out of the conglomerate. I mean, there's the potential that the conglomerate holds gold.
I will say I was doing a lot more blasting in there than you would like. So there's a very good possibility.
I mean, it's certainly possible the gold is coming out of that conglomerate. But this bedrock here is absolutely beautiful. And one speck for an hour of dredging, not very good. Like we were just going, it's beautiful, but one speck of gold in an hour of dredging in the top mat, which is crap. We did better on the other side. I'm thinking it might be coming out of the conglomerate. What a day. Not a very successful day, but gold-wise, that is. I mean, getting information. Initial theories have not proven out to be true. We thought maybe upriver from here on different bedrock that have a better catch that the gold will be better, but it seems that the gold's not there at all. So it's either it's coming out of that and it just blows off down to this stuff, or maybe it's coming out of the conglomerate that's here in this stuff and not upstream. But we also tried on the other side of the river here a little bit, not much. It's just not, the material doesn't look very good compared to what this material is. So got a bunch of information, but we'll see. So here's an interesting difference in dredging style of what they like to wear. Here you have Nick in his underwear dredging. And here you have Mark in full head-to-toe wetsuit, dive hood, all that, which I don't blame him because I got cold in this water today with a shorty wetsuit on. It's just kind of funny. Underwear, full wetsuit. He's probably gonna be cold later, or he's just wearing a beer jacket, which is, let's face it, the most likely answer to that is he has a very thick beer jacket on. But yeah, good time. So today was definitely a prospecting trip, and we were trying to, as you've seen with the previous videos, what, Big River gold exploration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't even know anymore. But we've been on this bright red Triassic siltstone that lays pretty flat, doesn't have the best catches in it. So what we were trying to do originally today was go up above it, a half mile about, and get onto the bedrock. It's no longer this Triassic that should be much more vertical and have a lot of good catches in it due to how vertical the bedrock sits against the flow of the water. It looked beautiful. It was a fantastic catch with quartz all through it and everything, but there was just like powder on it. None of the bigger flakes we've been finding here. And we tried across the 2 channels, 3 or 4 different holes with not much success. So part of the thought is now that the gold's not coming from up there actually, and not coming out of that stuff, that it might actually be coming out of the conglomerate itself, which is possible, as there's a number of places in North Carolina and elsewhere where there's been gold prospects and mines in a similar Triassic conglomerate. So it's possible that it's coming out of that. So we're kind of back where we started dredging today, because we just don't have not enough time to go another half mile downstream to where the bedrock changes again to see if it's actually way better, if it's better at all down there, since you're now would have the effect of the gold being out of the conglomerate into another better catch zone if the conglomerate is the actual source. That'll be for a later time. That's downriver from here, but yeah, big river prospecting like this is frustrating to say the least. Just a lot of water and area to cover, and not much guarantee on anything on what it's actually doing, and you're trying to figure out what you think it's doing and then testing, and a lot of times it doesn't work out the way you think it would. So it's about where we are, but still an absolutely beautiful day out. Just gorgeous. It was a blast, even dredging up there where we got almost nothing. So yeah, we're back to where like the second video was, where Nick lost all his beer floating down the river in his cooler. So seems to be the best general spot right in this section, but for exploration needs to be done as usual. So we'll be back. Morning on Sunday. We're giving her one last Hail Mary. We'll see what we can come up with, but we're now on the next formation contact downriver from the conglomerate on the better catching bedrock, with the hope that maybe if the gold is distributed throughout the conglomerate and getting eroded, that down on this side the gold will be better with the better catching bedrock and stuff too. So we'll find out. We're kind of along our same general trend line where we were finding gold upriver of here about a half mile. So this is kind of the last Hail Mary pass for this area to see if there's something where we can get it maybe about a gram a day or so. So we'll see what we get. We're gonna do an hour run here and then do a top mat and see what it looks like. There's Captain Underpants dredging. Yeah, so we're gonna go to 11:30. See what we get. So that's the current plan. But yeah, the bedrock's a lot nicer here. Big old quartz veins and everything in it. Up with. Mark's doing a cleanup dredge for what, 40 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
On our Hail Mary pass to see if there's anything of better interest than what we've already found in this area upstream. Should be looking for like a nice flake or two, or a little more would be good, but I don't know. Like you said, there's not much hard pack. Bedrock's beautiful, but it wasn't much hard pack. Well, shit. I didn't see anything, do you?
Nope. Lead.
Lead.
A little bit of lead.
No bueno. Well. Maybe shut down. We did about an hour. About an hour.
Does that have to be a good one, G? Or the strung out one?
Not, that's Marshall's. That one won't help. I need like the light green one that's like holding the tiller down. Preferably not that one, but whatever.
You just said that one.
I said one like that.
Well, where's one like that?
Somewhere in there. It don't matter. Grab that one. Oh, so probably won't be coming back to this section of river because, yeah, down here proved to be bunk. Hour run, 5 or 6 tiny specks in the upper mat. So for some reason there's a little anomaly of placer gold in one part, but then the rest is pretty much not finding very good. So
you know what we did find? Good times.
Good times. We found good times. Exactly. Just not much gold. So we'll be moving on to other sections of river to prospect and figure out. But this one's kind of, yeah, shot. So.
And the pyrite.